Hello and welcome back. On the last episode, I believe, we completed all the other routes besides Tiger, Ox, and Mouse, as well as the one when no one is the traitor. Currently, this is the last ending that we needed for Tiger's ending. Played for a bit and just tried to get as far as I can go. This is as far as I can get where the dialogue changed, so I'm assuming this is the new ending. After this, we'll get Ox's failed endings, and then we'll try and move on to Mouse's ending. So yeah, bunch of bunch of new stuff, hopefully. Anyway, you are? We are. What's there to understand? I'm a murderer. Maybe. But we can help with that. What? Think about it. There's absolutely no one around here. We can come up with a story that puts no one at fault, puts Brian at fault. So it means that you can return to your life like it was before this. It can be great. Really? Of course. You just need to calm down and work with us. Then everybody's going to be alright. Tiger started to look down, conflicted. And it was at that point, Bunny instantly whipped out his pistol and fired 2 shots into Tiger's chest. No! Okay then. Before anyone knew what happened, Tiger started falling on the ground. Not content to leave it at that, Bunny fired 2 more shots at her in her head before letting up. Ooh, that was close. Bunny, what the hell? What are you doing? I'm a terrible shot, so I need to get a bit closer to make sure she wasn't on her guard before attacking. Or else things could have gone pretty ugly. What the hell was that? Oh, you must be curious why I had the pistol on me. When we were doing our early investigation around the area, I decided to pocket a pistol. Just in case something like this ended up happening. No, moron. I mean, why did you have to kill her like that? She was calming down. Mouse, do you seriously believe that? She had just murdered 2 of us on nothing more than mere whim. You really think she can turn that off? No, even if she did come along peacefully, she would have been more of a liability than anything else. But we don't. That doesn't mean you had to kill her like that. Yeah, I did. Do you think any of us would have stood a chance against her if she started a fight on her terms? Yes. Horse would have stood a chance. Dragon attacked her from behind and still lost. Maybe Horse could on his own, but that's about it. Besides, you're assuming she was really calming down and not about to realize that I was full of nonsense and starting murdering us till she could escape alone. Look, I know it wasn't pretty, but it had to be done. I didn't have anything left to say, left in me to say. I was just too angry and sad to speak. Instead, I walked into a nearby room and just collapsed. They woke up in the same room together. How could Bunny do that? I mean, fair enough, they're all strangers to each other, more or less. But still, that's someone, that's a connection you have with someone. Later, the group could reconvene. As it happened, both of the ambitious and hateful personality were now dead, so no need to worry about any traitors. We found the minor trinkets and escaped as a group. It was a hollow victory. Brian had probably turned us against each other, exposed our evils. He had gotten what he wanted. 4 of Hearts. In this scenario, Tiger is highly unstable state. If Mouse hasn't proven herself worthy enough, Bunny will take charge of the negotiation efforts. If Tiger trusts Mouse enough, Mouse could intervene and help things go smoother. However, if Bunny's in charge, Bunny will absolutely kill Tiger. And that's not what's needed, is it? Okay, then. Time to find Ox's ending. I'll cut to it when I can. Okay, so finally back. I think, based on obviously the choices, apparently I think that must mean we got it right on the first one. So I think any of us getting any of these wrong will be new information. I think. So I'm gonna go interrogate Sheep and Snake. I don't. So yeah. Nope. Apparently we've had this conversation. Snake. Snake is new. Let's try and find Snake. I mean, Ox is poisoned, right? Then it might be something to do with Snake. That makes sense. I always thought that dude was shady. And he woke up in the when we woke up in the same classroom, he didn't panic, like at all. He could totally sentence another person to death without batting an eye. I don't know what that's about that, but regardless, we should find him. And just like that, we had another our interrogation target. It didn't take long to find Snake. He was in a classroom on the second floor. He was in the same room as Rooster. Snake, would you mind if we talked to you for a minute? Ah, Mouse. What a nice surprise for you to join me, Miss McNamara's classroom. Once again, hinting of people's that this is a teacher. You may absolutely talk to me, but whatever about? Hold on a minute. Where the hell's Tiger? Her? I believe she's examining one of the neighbouring rooms. You mean you're not all together during the search? We had a system. You guys have got to follow it. Please, no need to get dramatic. I'm making sure that no one in our group has gone too far from the others. However, allowing a bit of a spread improves our search prowess quite a bit. I don't like it. Then you have my apologies. Now you have something to ask me. Yes, right. Yes, Ox has been poisoned. Well, not literally, but in the game. Where someone has used some sort of trinket on him, and he doesn't find out who in time he'll die. Yeah. You know what? Do you know anything about this? Ah, yes, Ox's predicament. Funny, he actually came to approach me about this. I suppose since it's a poison, I'm to be suspected. Ox surely has become a modern day Damocles. Hasn't he? Damocles. Who's that? Damocles was a man who wished to sit on Dionysus' throne. Dionysus granted that wish. However, due to the rather bizarre leap of logic, Dionysus had previously set up his throne to be so that a giant sword hung directly above it, held up by a single horsehair. It was to represent the weight of a danger of being king, supposedly. After a short period, Damocles begged Dionysus to let him off the throne, having learned the burden of being a leader. However, the sword of Damocles more genuinely refers to the inevitable seeming impending doom. It metaphorically functions much like in the way of a pendulum does impose the pit and the pendulum. Okay, I get it. I asked for an explanation, not a damning English lecture. I was simply providing you an appropriate amount of context. I feel like knowing the full story will let you further appreciate just how apt my comparison it was. Snake says something, and then English teachers and the sand meme. That needs to be made. I don't care about how apt the comparison is. I care about what you know about Ox being poisoned. Now start giving me useful information before I start breaking things. Oh well, I'm afraid you'll have to stop breaking things. Fortunately, I know nothing about this poison ability you speak of. I don't know what I can do to help. I don't believe you. Well then, I don't know what to tell you. Snake, are you sure? There's nothing you know about it. You haven't heard of Kafka's toxin in any way. Kafka's toxin, you say? Oh, I'm getting tongue-tied. Yes, that's apparently what flows through Ox's veins according to the announcement on his tablet. Why, do you recognize it? I recognize the phrase. That's a very interesting name for Brian to have given the ability. Why? It's in reference to a famous a reference of a very famous question prepared by philosopher George S. Kafka in 1983. Oh great, another diatribe? He proposed the following puzzle. An eccentric billionaire places before you a vial of toxin that, if you drink it, will make you painfully ill for a day, but will not threaten your life or have any lasting effects. The billionaire will pay you $1 million tomorrow morning if, at midnight tonight, you intend to drink the toxin tomorrow afternoon. To be clear, you need not drink the toxin to receive the money. In fact, the money will already be in your bank account hours before the time for the drinking arrives, if you succeed. All you have to do is have the intent to, at midnight tonight, to drink it in the stuff tomorrow afternoon. Naturally, you would prefer not to drink the toxin. However, it's for the $1 million. You were willing to deal with the pain for a day. Quite an interesting puzzle, is it not? Puzzle? Where's the puzzle? You know what to do in this situation? Ain't it obvious? Just convince the dude that you're going to drink the poison. Then once you get the money, don't. But the billionaire is incredibly perceptive and will know whether or not you truly intend to drink the toxin. No one can say that with a guaranteed certainty. This man can. As simple as it might seem, some people actually argue it's impossible to get the money, even if you drink the toxin for it. What? Kafka claims that since drinking the poison is never to your advantage, regardless of whether you are paid, no rational person can truly intend to drink the toxin once the money was received. Thus, your only option is to drink the poison without payment, or refuse to drink the poison without payment. That's nonsense. Many would agree with you. In contrast, philosopher David Guthier argues that one person intends to drink the poison. A person intends on drinking the poison, one cannot entertain the ideas of not drinking it. To him, there are three options: drink the poison with payment, drink the poison without payment, or refuse to drink the poison without payment. Still, others argued against this. Even if you fully intend to drink the poison, there's no way to resolve it. That resolve wouldn't collapse once the poisons have been drinking. Well, at that point, once you've drank it, it's too late then. You've done what you said you would do, so... Wow. That's pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, so once you actually drink it, yes, you'll be intensely ill for a day, but you've drank it, and you should get paid no matter what. Otherwise, that kind of ruins the puzzle, doesn't it? Does this mean you don't have any actual useful information for us? Oh no, we've clearly got some useful information out of this. We know that Snake's trying to waste as much time as possible by going off on random nonsense. It wounds me to dismiss what I say as random nonsense. Yeah, don't worry about Snake. That's reliable. Reliable. Well, it's to be expected, so yeah. If people do that, then they can be reliable, I guess. There's no way that the poison was called Kafka's toxin without reason. It is a phrase simply too charged with meaning. I'm confident that in some way understanding the name's origin should provide you with some clue. Aha, whatever you say. Now come on, Mouse, we're done here. Dragon is just done with Snake in general. I left the room without any words. Thanks for trying to help. Don't mention it. Cool. I'll follow back to the classroom we started in. Well, that was a complete waste of time. I don't know, that information could be useful. You really think so? I slightly doubted it. Dragon sighed. She drummed her fingers on a nearby cabinet. Okay, there we go. Tiger, because we know that they're innocent. There is. Do you know anything about Kafka's toxin? Oh, okay. Ox with a gun. However, it won't stop me from trying to save myself. What does that mean? It means that I have to take some guesses. Hold on. He's just gonna start killing people willy-nilly? You maniac. Ox? Hey buddy, you can't just do something like that. Ox, you're not supposedly gonna start killing people at random, are you? Mouse, surely you don't you understand. I'm not going to start a random guess. There are many basic deductive practices that can narrow down the suspects. narrow the suspects down. For instance, Horse, being as strong as he is, has no reason to resort to such technical tricks. Sheep being as scared and consequently spent most time with in the presence of someone else, limiting the time she could have found the trinket. Dog lacks the strong convictions, and he wouldn't grip life so desperately. Combining all these factors, the most likely candidate, the poisoner, and the first I will kill, Ox, aim begin to hunt Bunny. Is you, Bunny? Ox. You can't be serious about this, can you? Logically speaking, you're the most likely suspect. You can't say that. I apologize for this, Bunny. In an instant, Bunny's face hardened. I'm not going to let you kill me like this. He pulled a knife out of his back pocket and dodged to the left. Ox fired, but Bunny had already gotten out of the way. I turned around and realized that Bunny had moved behind me, using me as something of a shield. Then he rushed at me. Okay, what? No, not me. The person behind me, which would be. The thing about being shot in the head is that the moment that you start wonder where the sound came from, you stop wondering about it. It's almost peaceful. 3 of clubs. Finding the poisoner can be a difficult task. Correctly interpreting the Jade Emperor's hint, even harder. If completely devoid of hints, Ox will try and take his best guess. It will not be a particularly effective tactic. But interrogating the right people may lead to a more fruitful outcome. Okay, and I think we... Okay, so we get the right people. So, Bunny. You know about the Morse case. Dog. Oh, on this one, we guessed higher, didn't we? Because we can tell he runs a bar, therefore he cheats. Lower, obviously. All right, let's see. Dog lifted his hand dramatically, and his die was a 6. It's not skippable. Cool. Seriously, the hell? Yep. Oh, too bad. So sad. Sometimes Lady Luck is not on your side, I suppose. I'm sorry, but afraid I won't be getting any info out of me today. Seriously? This is an important investigation. So what? You're going to ask me to ignore the stakes? No can do, Mouse. What's the point of gambling if you're just going to ignore what you bet? Listen here. You're going to spill everything you know now, or else? Or else what? You'll beat me up? Sure, knock yourself out. I have a surprisingly high pain tolerance, I'll have you know. But it seems a little pointless to me. You. Look. If you're really so bothered on info on Chief Bowen, why not ask Bunny? The two are close, apparently. As for me, I've got to get back to looking for the trinket, doohickey. See ya. And just like that, Dog went back to his search. It was incredibly infuriating, but I didn't know what I could do. Okay, cool. Reluctantly, Dragon and I convened back to the classroom we started in. That certainly didn't go as planned. That douchebag. How did he hide in? How can he hide info like that? We should go back to and beat us behind. Now, calm down. What's done is done. At this point, we'd just be wasting time, I guess. But let's not forget who tried to hide the information from us. A dragon's face looks incredibly determined. She drummed her fingers on the cabinet. Nice. And then Tiger is the correct one. So what's the... So what's the wrong answer then? Cool. Are we supposed to get... Right, hold on. Dog gives us the option. That was new text. And then are we supposed to get the people wrong? It's not. Okay. what if we get Bunny's right and Dog's wrong? Because obviously Bunny's was, so I have to check. Oop, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Load. Yes. Bunny. Yep. And then Dog. Blower. And then Tiger. Let's see if we get a new one for this combination. Okay, there we go. Then there's no need for you to worry. I've already solved it. Who poisoned you? Really? Go on, please tell me. Pig, Bunny, you two told me about the group your group had searched. Would you agree that those who searched were fairly comprehensive? Mostly, yeah. I'd like to say we did a fair job to that. Then I assume you stumbled across the locked safe in the Spanish classroom then. Locked safe? Oh, that locked safe. Yeah, well, we tried to crack it, and we just had no clues to how to open it. Ultimately, we just dismissed it as a red herring. No, you didn't. There's no way you could have thought of locked safe as a red herring. You know what I think? What? I think you already opened that safe. And I think that you found Snake's major trinket, and it let you poison other participants. And then I think you relocked the safe. You had poisoned Ox. What? That's ridiculous. We searched the room as a group. If I did something like that, surely Pig and Dog would have seen it. Oh, but they did. And you have to try trying to keep Pig at arm's reach at all times, right? Because you're threatening her and keep quiet, and you stab her with a knife. Ridiculous. You're the victorious personality, right? That type can win with two people. That's why you're promising Pig and Dog if they cooperate, right? Such wild theories. Pig, Ox has a gun right now. If Bunny tries anything, he'll be shot. Tell us, is he threatening you? He is, he totally is. Bunny is a traitorous personality, and he's poisoned Ox and told me that if I said a word, he'd stab me with his knife. And I was scared of it, but he promised. Okay, we get the gist. So what do you have to say, Bunny? So you did it, buddy? I knew it. Ox angrily stormed closer towards him. As soon as I heard a crooked tool, I knew it had to be you. What are you talking about? Brian said that I'd be undone by a tool of corruption, someone who'd participated in the malicious cover-up. I should have known you were just a dirty cop as the whole damn precinct. What did you do? This is ridiculous. I know nothing about that cover-up. No, you definitely do. Just complain now before I beat it out of you. I'd love to see you try. I just made the arrest based off the evidence I found. If Brian should be blaming anyone for his dad's death, it should be you. After all, didn't you push it for the death penalty? That's... In the instant Ox's gaze wavered, Bunny rushed in. No. I moved towards Bunny and tried to stop him. If I could do anything, I could plunge the knife he had into hiding in the back pocket into Ox's chest. Ox's eyes widened in surprise and he dropped the gun. With his non-stabbing hand, Bunny caught the gun mid-air. And then he turned it towards me, the person moving to stop him. And he held the gun up to my eyes. Oh no. This can't be right. I'm not dying here. Blam. 3 diamonds. Mouse should be able to find the poisoner's identity if she tries. However, correctly interpreting the Jade Emperor's hint is an even harder task. Done wrong, this could lead to confusion, which will aggravate Ox. Aggravated people are sloppy. Bunny preys on sloppiness. The only perfect investigation will prevent tragedy. Okay. Oop. Well, that's wrong. Hold on. Go back. Menu. What's left? Alright, everyone except Mouse's timeline. Okay. Let's see. That's where we go. I believe it's all Ox's timeline we get Mouse's as the traitor, right? Because, so yeah, so hopefully things will go the way we want them. Yeah, and we so this is okay. So we're almost done. We just need. What would happen in the timeline when it's Rooster and Mouse? So basically, when we hide the trait of personality, because the only option we had was to confess. So clearly, we have to do something to get the ability to lie about it. If we lie about it, obviously Rooster will not kill us, but Rooster has explained Rooster a motive to kill other people before, and he will go through it. So because when we go with Ox, we go with the library, at least in the first one. Where do we? What? Because I know there was the computer, wasn't there? Because if we get the computer, then what was the hint though? Focus on the computer. Oops. But then a thought crossed my mind. Perhaps referring to another important date. October 11th, 10/11. That was what she said that this started in. Put my fingers on the keyboard. What was the password? October 11th, so 10/11. That's 10/10. I put the date that the day that Amadeus Bone was murdered. After second thought, that was already. That was all when it all really started. Right, Brian? As if to answer my question, the computer unlocked. Yes. Now I could use this to contact the authorities. No, it looked like it was disconnected from the internet. Figures. So then, what's the deal with this computer? Why is it here? Found my answer in the folder labeled "Reasons for Jury Duty." I opened it and saw 12 PDFs of various names. Jamie Wilbert, Manuel Perez, Davis Caven. Jamie Wilbert sounds like dog's name, but it also so does Davis Caven. No, Davis sounds like rooster. Manuel sounds like horse. Well, these everybody here, but wait. I didn't see my own name anywhere. Found the answer in the name of Richard Brill, a judge who passed away just over a week ago. So, okay, I just had to read about his passing the other day. Betty was the judge who ruled the case against Brian's dad. That would make the most sense. Which means, is it possible I was a last-minute replacement? Really? We were here as a last-minute? Okay, I wasn't supposed to be here. If that was the case, I don't know if I'd be less or more angry. So what was the rest of these files? Out of curiosity, I picked one at random. Davis Caven. Opening the PDF, PDF saw a mixture of pictures, screenshots, documents, and random text. And it looked a bit more, and I realised that this is what this all amounted to. Appeared to be a loose collection of evidence, highly corruption of the prosecutor's office at large. So wait, Davis Caven. So is this Ox? It was prosecution office. There's many incidents connecting to a specific person, specifically Ox. Okay, so Ox's name is Davis Caven. Okay, I can tell based on the pictures. So then, does it mean Ox? It was some sort of crooked prosecutor. Crooked. Nothing on this document would be conclusive evidence, but it laid out like this. It certainly made it a compelling case. Don't be stupid. Conspiracy theories are sounding convincing when all the evidence is gathered up in one place. It looks like the work of a liberal man. He couldn't be trusted. None of this could be trusted. I turned off the computer and discussed. No, nothing good could be from reading Brian's reasons for kidnapping everyone. Even if he had done things in the past that weren't proud of, it didn't make any sense right there. It didn't make any of this right. Sorry. It'd be a waste of time if I played Brian's beat. Hey Mouse, you done over there? We should probably get back to the cafeteria soon. Admittedly, Ox's voice startled me a little. I realised I was really zoning out. Yeah, I'm good. Did you find anything? No, I don't think I did. A hint at most. Ox. Even though I'm mostly dismissing Brian's conspiracy pages, I couldn't completely dismiss what I'd actually seen. I had trusted Ox somewhat since we woke up together. To think that he had actually been involved in something like a little bit more shady, I thought he would be thought that in some way that the whole thing might be justified. It wasn't a good train of thought to follow. Moving on, you should input your actions for this round in this room, then come join us. Alright, I will. With that, Ox walked out the room. Okay, cool. Is this skippable? It is. Let's go with Pig and Monkey, because I think that's the one where we get us as the trader, right? 6 kangaroo words. There we go. No, that's not true. So, okay. Well, this seems like the start of a new path, so... yeah. Well, hopefully we'll find out what happens in the next episode. Because we've cleaned up the rest. We've got the mouse is the trader timeline, and the no one is the trader timeline. And hopefully we can find out what's going on relatively soon. Because we're getting close to the end. But with that, I hope to see you there. Goodbye.